The historian Sam Safa. When it comes to wedding preparations, a witch can only take so much. Which is why Sophie was in a dank sewer, his black spike heels clacking along the path that bordered a river of sludge. When she was teen, Sophie had tried to make the school for evil more enticing, fumigating these stairs with sandalwood incense, changing the color of the sludge to a whispering blue, even turning the dungeons into a nightclub party on Saturday nights for the highest ranking levels. But in her absence at Camelot, Professor Manny has seized control of the school and restored everything to its old, desecrated gloom. Evelyn Sanders' dress hugged her tightly, refitted into a black leather sleeve. Once, she'd have done anything to get the dress off. Now, it was her loyal companion, shape-shifting to her moods and desires, like her own version of Hester's tattoo. If it was up to her, she'd mold the dress into a black vampire gown for the wedding, complete with thin high boots, a shimmering red cape, and heavy necklaces laden with blood rubies and signs of the cross. But that wouldn't go over well with the groom. Boys, Sophie sighed, running her fingers over walls, struggling to see down the tunnel. Soon, the solid stone turned to rusty grating, and Sophie found the keyhole, using her old dean's key to pry the door open. She had wanted to escape the wedding planning for just a moment, to catch her breath and be with her thoughts, but something had compelled her towards the doom room, even though she hadn't the faintest clue why. She only had terrible memories of this torture chamber for wayward lovers and the big, hairy man with that's prompted for weaknesses and made nightmares out of them. She still remembered the way he sniffed her hair, her paws stroking her. He had paid the price in the end, pushed it into the sludge and left to drown, for daring to touch her, for awakening her evil. The Doom Room has stayed business ever since, the punishment of students left to the teachers. But now she felt caught back, all these years later. Sophie stood alone in the dark, taking in the bare walls, as if there was still something here for her, something she couldn't yet see. She closed her eyes, listening to the silence, the creak of the grate, the flit of a moth. Her heartbeat picked up, a tight pitter-patter, as if struggling to keep control. She tried to focus on the river sounds, a thick, soothing rush, but now the sludge had a life of its own, trudging faster, harder, its war thundering in her chest, swallowing her up. Something brushed at her ear, the kiss of fur. Heat clothed her body, the threat of an animal's touch. She tasted tears. "I'm sorry," she gasped. This is why she had come, to find her beasts, to make peace with them. The one she had killed, and the one she couldn't save, but had to forgive her if she was to be free. She could feel them now, the two beasts inside her, and winded around her heart, pulling her towards an ending, life or death, she couldn't know. A chill hit her. She started awake. Something was there. In the darkness. Two cold black eyes. "Sophie, is that you?" a voice echoed. She turned, a thin shadow coming down the tunnel for her. Sophie spun back to the dark, her finger glow lit. But there was nothing except the memory of ghosts. A short time before, the bride had been in her last fitting, posted on a pedestal in good hall as tall floating nymphs pelted her with pins and clips and measuring sticks. The groom lay on his back on the blue marble, sweaty and shirtless from a workout, eating chips out of Merlin's hat and reading the royal wand. "You shouldn't be there, you know," Agatha warned him as the neon-headed nymphs hovered over her. "Bad luck for you to see the dress before the wedding." "Bad luck for me to get my head cut off too, but here I am," said Tedros, his nose in the paper. "Besides, I can't see anything with all those overgrown pistols around you. Listen to this hogwash. Tonight, King Tedros and Princess Sophie will be married at the school for good and evil by their own choosing.